Hey YouTube, Cross here, and welcome to episode 2 of ICYMI, or in case you missed it. If you haven't checked out the first episode, go ahead and do so. All the information about major and minor changes coming to Pro League starting next season is in that video. In this episode, we will be talking about all things Parabellum. The DLC reveal panel for Operation Parabellum had a lot of content. We'll start by talking about the operators first, and then we'll talk about the beautiful map Villa. As you all know, this season's DLC brings Alibi and Maestro, the two new defending operators. Both Alibi and Maestro are intel gathering operatives, though they have their own unique way of gathering said intel, and we'll explore that here in a minute. Introducing Alibi and her holographic decoys. She has access to 3 decoys and can be deployed anywhere on the map given that there is enough space for her gadget to unfold. These trick gadgets are non-lethal, well, in a sense. If an attacker touches the holographs or shoots it, they will be marked for 5 seconds with a ping of their location popping up every second. A lot of speculation in the past has suggested that you will be lit up like a lion scan, but it is more resemblance to jackal scan. Alibi's decoys are going to be used to trick a lot of attackers. The first response as an attacker when you see a defender is to fire. With Alibi, you're going to have to second guess yourself because once you're pinged on the map, the defenders will rush to your location to confirm the kill. You know, kind of like when Caveira interrogation happens and you have the wrath of defenders popping out of the map to get a kill on you. You are able to easily destroy the decoys though by destroying the base of the decoy. Just make sure not to touch it while doing so. Twitch seems to be a direct counter to destroying these decoys, while Thatcher's EMP temporarily disables it. IQ is able to scan the decoy, and Glass is able to hard counter Alibi's utility as the decoys do not give off any thermal signatures. But how will you be able to tell Alibi from her decoys if you cannot see the base of the gadget? The decoys will always have the default uniform and headgear equipped along with the Storm SMG without any attachments. But you can't really be sure though. I'm definitely going to be rocking the default uniform for tactical advantage. But if you see an Alibi player out of the norm, then you ought to take the shot. Also, don't panic if you see a decoy outside. Use countermeasurements, and a helpful tip is that the decoy mark will disappear after 10 seconds of it being in your sights. But I can still see a lot of defenders using this for cheeky runouts. Countering Alibi will be difficult when you're running out of time as an attacker. Alright, let's move on to Maestro. Maestro brings in the Evil Eye, a deployable camera that can be put on any surface, kind of like Jaeger's ADS. This camera is bulletproof, melee proof, and you're able to see through smoke with it, and it can shoot lasers. That's right, lasers. These lasers do 5 damage per shot, and Maestro can spam it to the point that it overheats. The only way you can destroy the Evil Eye is to use explosives or bring in Sledge to put his hammer down. Thatcher and Twitch are soft counters as their gadget will not destroy the Evil Eye but temporarily disable it. Evil Eye can be used as a camera by any and all of the defenders, but Maestro is the only one who's going to be able to use it as a laser turret. You'll be able to mark your enemies, and it looks like it's going to be a viable source of intel in the objective. Maestro is able to use the laser by aiming down sights to shoot them. Yep, and you guessed it, the Evil Eye is vulnerable when the shutter is open. So you have a good chance to destroy the Evil Eye before it deals too much damage to you or is able to take out your drones or your gadgets. The zapping from defenders is going to be as annoying as getting zapped by Twitch's shock drone, I just know it. Now the shocks might distract the attackers, but this gadget is not strong enough to stop a diffuser plant. Operation Parabellum is introducing us to a trickster and an intel operative, one of which I predict is going to see a lot of comp play. Alibi is your newest roamer with a utility that comes in handy in a lot of scenarios, whereas Maestro's gadget seems like a round winner when deployed to protect the objective. I'm so stoked to play the new DLC and the new map. Speaking of which, let's take a closer look at Villa. Villa has to be the most cinematic map we have seen to date in Rainbow Six Siege. During the panel, we saw some beautiful shots of the inside and outsides of the map. Looks like something you would see when you visit Italy IRL. We also got some sort of backstory that the people living there were using Villa to forge art and sell them, and that's where Alibi comes in. She's in there undercover to catch these villains, and Maestro joins her. In any case, the fact that I'm really hyped about is the designers were in cahoots with pros and high-level players to make this the most competitive map, and that they want to ship this out to ranked right away, as well as bring it to Pro League next season. Now, I'm not going to go into depth about the map because I want all of us to discover it on our own, but I will say this. The bomb sites look viable for comp play, and there aren't any sites where you can just jump in a window and plant and get out as attackers. The defenders have a lot of room to set up, and attackers really have to commit to taking the objective if they want to plant. I really love that there's a basement without any bomb sites that is solely there for rotations and flanks. All in all, guys, I am excited to play the new map, and another good news is that in casual you will be able to dive right into this map. We have a Discover playlist being introduced where you can play Villa and discover it without having to ask Lord Chanka for Villa after playing 10 maps of House or Cafe or Tower. Yes, we are able to just dive right into Villa and Villa alone. Another big news that we have been waiting for is Thatcher's Elite skin. Here, check it out for yourself. I really like it, and I hope that you do too. And that is it for this episode of ICYMI. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe for more. Until next time, spread some love.